boy, Big Will the Barber 18 from Instagram, back at it live in the YouTube studio. So after putting much thought into today's episode, I decided that it was a very, very much needed episode that I need to give you guys today. Today's episode is going to touch on relationships, marriages, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever relationships, building that bridge from two that leads ultimately to one. Okay. So let's get relaxed. Let's sit back and discuss a few things. You guys cool with that? Okay, let's go. So from like episode 2, I wanted to do like this shout out episode, like pay homage to my wife, for Derek, for his girlfriend Tracy, and we never got around to it, but it's been kind of weighing in on my heart to bring you guys something that is very, very near and dear to me, which is my wife. It's been a very, very long, rough road, you guys. To say anything different would be insanity. Not many people even know what true value lies in their spouse. We tend to take things for granted every day. Each and every day we take the small things for granted, and we just keep going because life moves so fast, you know. But sometimes you got to slow it down and say what you need to say, express what you need to express, and show the love and gratitude that is earned. It's earned. My wife is my rock. So this journey with barber school, the barber college, and getting my license, graduating college, and starting the business, and everything that comes with that, none of it would have been possible without her. So back in the day, I would have never even really seen or acknowledged these things because of the way I was. It makes sense. We evolve throughout time, especially with age. Like, we get better. I tell people I get better with age, like fine wine. You know. Speaking of, shout out to my grapes. Like, grapes, what's up? And I wouldn't have these grapes if it wasn't for my wife. Like, my wife did. I mean, you know, like it's the small things, y'all. Enough about the grapes. So I have a woman. I have a very strong woman who reminds me a lot of my mother in so many ways. And they say a young boy grows up into a man who ultimately marries a version of his mother. I never believed that until I looked beneath the surface. Okay. So like, my wife is, some people would say she's a little OCD when it comes to cleaning. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So we're going to worship, and we're going to worship while we clean. It's going to smell clean. It's going to look clean. Like, I've had one of my friends come over, like, for the first time, and was like, why does it smell like Lysol before I even get in the house? Like, how do you do that? I said, I don't. My wife does. And I don't know. But she takes care of me. So anything I need, sometimes before I even know I need it, she's got it, and she gives it. Real selfless person. She does so much with the house, and she works full time. She got her first steps done in her medical degree, you guys, as a medical student, while working, pregnant, had the baby, taking care of the real baby, me. She's a heck of a woman, man. And she deserves all the great things that life and God is going to give her and us, because we're one, not two. Baby, if you're watching this, I know sometimes things get hard. I know life moves fast. I know that a lot of the stuff that you want me to see And a lot of things you need me to do, I drop the ball. I do. I'm human and a man. Like, we're horrible. I'm doing my best. I want you to know how much you mean to me, how much of what you do means to me. There will never, ever, ever be a time where anybody can take that place in my heart that you hold. So guys, fellas, now it's time for me to talk to you. So take care of her. Do spontaneous things. Do stuff that you don't even like for her. It's not about you. All the stuff she does for you, I guarantee you, if you dig beneath that surface and really, really look into it, that's not what she wants to do with her time. That's not what she wants to do with her energy, but she does it. Why? When the baby's crying at 2 a.m. and you sound asleep, but you hear it and you don't even budge. When you finally open your eyes and look, she'd already gotten up, got what the baby needed, took care of the baby, got back in bed, and fell back asleep before you could even move out of the bed. That's a superpower. It's a superwoman. And that's my wife. So Tinamarie, formerly known Rodriguez, now Tinamarie Gradney, I love you. I know that this is not even going to scratch the surface, but it's a start. I want you to see I'm taking those steps. I'm doing what I can when I know that I'm supposed to, and trying to see the times when I am supposed to and I don't, to change that, to build this culture that we do for our daughter, the boys, to change the world. I'm probably going to get in trouble for putting this picture up, but I love her. From day one, society molds the mind of the children, of the child, in a direction that child grows into and evolves into the adult. When we talk about women and men, what do we give little girls? We give them dolls. We give them little play kitchen sets. They learn how to take care of the baby, change the diaper, feed them. You know, the kitchen set, they learn how to cook. There's little toy vacuums. They learn how to clean from day one. And that's why they evolve the way they do. Now, when we speak on the little boy's behalf, what does the little boy get? We get fire trucks, police cars, toy guns, construction sets. What does that do? It molds the brain. Now the little boy is the one who goes out there into the world. He's the police officer. He has to be brave. He has to be strong. He's the firefighter. He has to be courageous. He has to be able to rise in the face of adversity. The toy guns, the knives, the bow and arrow, like stuff like that. That's the hunter. That's the gatherer, the provider. So that's why we do what we do. Because from day one, our minds were molded to. And that's why the woman does what she does. Because from day one, her mind was molded to. So with all that said, play your role. Because each one individually can only get so far, but when you put them together, you can own your world. One thing that I have I have zero tolerance for is like the disrespect. Like when dudes call, and I won't even mention the names, but when they call women certain names and they talk about them in a certain fashion, like that's not cool. That's not cool. Like I never fell victim to that. Like I couldn't. I guess coming from a household where my mom was like my everything for a good portion of time in my younger life, I knew the level of respect that she deserved. So thank God that I was raised the way I was, that certain things did happen in my life when they did happen in my life. But I have zero tolerance for that. Little boy, because I won't even call you men, little boys, would you even be here if it wasn't for a woman carrying you, going through the birth pains, and delivering you? No. I'll answer it for you. You wouldn't. So you give the woman the respect. You give the woman what she deserves. It's your boy, Big Will the Barber, 18, from YouTube. Gotta get used to saying that. And I'm gonna wrap up this episode, man. I just had a few things I had to get off of my chest, and I had to say. And I think I've done a pretty good job of doing it. There's so much more, and I can go so much more, so much longer. But not today. It's your boy, Big Will the Barber, 18. Signing off. Whoa, sorry. Ooh. I almost forgot. You guys? Oh, thank God I didn't. So, we always end with, come on, be healthy, be blessed, and last but not least, Bquest. Thank you. We love you.